Hello Terraria enthusiasts, my name is James, and don't think a little rain's gonna get me down. I mean, what even is this? I mean, you guys are prepared. You're prepared, right? He's not prepared. But anyway, welcome to the second episode of our brand new Terraria series. So if you missed the first episode, or you haven't had time to watch it yet, let me just fill you in real quick. This is a brand new playthrough, and we're getting this character here ready for 1.3. Now, a lot of you spoke about new biomes in 1.3, and yes, I know they exist, and yes, we will have a second map, and we will experience these brand new biomes, but first, we need to get this character up to scratch. So in this episode, we're going to be doing some more preparing for the boss fight that we're going to do, and we're going to be preparing just for whatever faces us. We've got enemies to kick, we've got loot to find, we've got bosses to kill, and let's get it done. So, how are we going to conduct this episode? Well, first, I want to tell you all that I put down this beautiful chest, and I filled it with all the random stuff that we don't need. You get a lot of that in Terraria, and it's best just to contain it away in a little brown box, and you can leave then. But yeah, so I'm going to be using chests throughout the world just to fill with my stuff that I don't really need. So if you ever see a random chest, or you go, where was block A and block B? They're probably in a chest somewhere. Okay, so first off, we're going to be traversing the ice biome because we missed on that. I've just crafted some torches, and we're going to be needing them. And we're going to make some flaming torches, just because they're a lot stronger than normal torches. And we did make this beautiful gold bow last time, so we're going to be using that. I'm also going to be using my gold broadsword that we made in the last episode. And I've also got a swiftness potion, some health potions. We're going to be good. I best close this door before we set off. But yes, that is the goal of the episode. So welcome. I do these things in post, so I haven't had time to see your comments on the first episode yet, but I really hope you enjoyed them. I know a lot of you were excited for it, and I thank you very much for that. I really like the feedback and such, so thank you. Okay, now let's get into the game. So we're going to be travelling down here. If you didn't see last episode, here it is on the map, whereabouts we're going. All the spaces that are highlighted, you know, that are very bright and vivid, they're the places that we've been, and the places that are dark, as you can see here, they're the places that we haven't been to yet. So we're going to be going down here, and you'll see in a second that when we get to the ice biome, we've pretty much explored not that much of the world. And now, a little trick that I was going to tell you all about in the last episode, I just completely forgot, is that if you hold the pressure plate that we destroyed in the last episode, it does actually tell you where wires are. Now, this can be quite handy. It's kind of fluky, but it's quite handy to see where traps are, because we did have a lot of issue with them last time. I think I was definitely not on my top form. There's one there, see? See how they did that? They put it after some ice blocks. You slide into it. Damn it, red. Look, there's one there. See? I keep doing it. Alright, and there should be one more, right? Yeah, there is. Let's try out this gold bow. I hate how fast ice bats move. They move insanely fast. There we go. Nice one. We got some silver for that as well. Okay, is there one more? Yeah, there's one more, and it's just down here, and that's the one that finished us off last time, so let's take it out. Whereabouts is it? Whoa. Calm down. Let's put this up here. Okay, so we probably can destroy this with our... Yeah, there we go. With our bow. Okay, it looks like we're going to be trapped in here if he comes in. Heal up. Let's just take this guy on. There's no need to wait around anymore. We've got this gold bow. Gold bow is probably one of the best swords that we can have. I know I said gold bow there, but... Okay, what have we found? An ice boomerang. That's pretty handy. Some jester arrows. I love me some jester arrows. Some gold coins, some spelunker potions, and 18 ice torches. That is a good find. That is a really good find. We probably won't use the bow as much as we should, but it's only because I'm not a big bow person, but it does have this lighting effect that's pretty nice on it. We can use it to destroy these cobwebs. But cobwebs only really mean one thing. And it's spiders. And I hate spiders. Maybe we'll put some lights up because it's a little bit too dark. Oh, look. Somebody's coming down to challenge us. Let's take them on with our ice bow. Yeah, take that, undead villager. We don't need him. Let's clear this area out. Lots of rope. Nice. Oh wow, there's another chest down here. As you can see. It's a bit weird place to have a chest, though. I believe these are for underwater, aren't they? Yeah, they are. They're supposed to be underwater. We've got some more jester arrows. We've got a demonic trident. Now, I've done pretty much an entire run using tridents. They're very, very handy in some cases. flaming arrows, some bigger healing potions, and a gold coin. Now that gold coin is going to be important to getting one of the NPCs, which is the merchant. And for that, all we need is just 50 silver coins. So 100 gold coins, 100 gold coins, 1 gold coin, that's 100 silver coins. So that's good enough. Now I just had to cut the recording there just because of a little situational effect, but I've just mined all this gold ore, and now this gold ore will help us add to our gold ingot collection. In the last episode, we found a lot of gold. Like, our world is pretty much full of it. And that should really, really help, because gold's like the best tier. Like, you really want to get gold when you're in a world, because it's a little bit better than the counterpart to gold, which I can't remember exactly what it is right now. And plus, it's a lot better than finding like an abundance of iron and such, because it's just better. Now, I knew there'd be spiders. Oh, I hate wall creepers so much. They freak me out, and I really like how they go from the back wall to the front wall. I think that was like one of the best effects that they've had. Okay. Will that guy burn to death? He probably will. There we go. Alright, now it looks like there's not much going on down here, so we may as well traverse back upwards and see what else is on the surface, because we have actually got some pretty good fighting stuff. We've got lots of Jester arrows now, which is going to help with the Eater of Worlds, and we have this gold sword, and that's going to help us, kill the enemies that we're going to need to kill to get to the boss. So we're pretty much prepared already, which is pretty nice. We could spend loads of time getting armor and such, but I think if we were to craft a iron skin potion, then we'd be all right. We'd be all right for armor. We don't really particularly need it. It's one of these things that kind of comes second to me. Armor in the late game is very essential, but in the early game, I find that until you get like shadow armor and such, it's not really needed. Just a bit of expertise and dodging and such, which I'm clearly lacking at the minute, but I'm sure we could do something like that. May as well just see what we can find before we go down, though. It's always nice to break bots and such, because you get bombs, and bombs can be used to get the demolition NPC. I completely butchered his name there. The demolitionist NPC. See, you can tell I'm recording this when I'm tired. No, I'm not really tired. I'm just lazy with words. Okay. I've always had problems with these spiked slimes. They just they kill me too easily. I'm just awful at them. I'm just awful at spiked slimes. I think in the future, if I had to set myself a Terraria goal, it's to beat that. Oh, and I love this snow. Look how thick the snow is. Oh, God, it's getting me really festive. Who's excited for Christmas, eh? Or whatever holiday season you decide to celebrate. But who's excited? I don't know. December and snow, so, they go together pretty hand in hand. Now, eyeballs. I don't think we've encountered these on the series yet, so if you're a veteran Terraria player, you'll know all about these. These are the enemies that probably killed you on your first night when playing. Eyeballs are ruthless. They're ruthless to people who don't know how to kind of fight them, and I think I've fought enough now to know their fighting pattern. But they can just be a pain in the bum, because as you traverse the world, they like to group up. They know how to group up on you, and that's the best way to get them, man. You group up. Okay, let's turn off the mini map for now. We don't really need it. The sense of exploration and discovery needs to be found by all people, even if they haven't watched the first episode. So, ooh, a fallen star. I'll pick this one up. I'll pick that one up too. Fallen stars are part of the mana system in the game. Mana means magic, for those of you who have never heard that term before. And I think you need 5 to make 1 mana crystal. So you already have 1 here. 1 mana crystal is 20 mana, and for each mana crystal you add another 20 mana. And that's pretty much it in terms of what you need to know about mana at the moment. We're not going to have a magic weapon, at least for a while, unless we find the water bottle at the end of the world, but we probably won't do that. Okay, so let's put a chest and a chest and a chest and a chest. That'll be fine. We did get this goldfish banner. Let's put this up. That was pretty interesting. I didn't expect to get that when we killed that goldfish. We've got some emeralds. We've got some slime. Now we've got 12 emeralds. So let's go up here and check. Actually, we could just ask our guide. Ask how many emeralds we need for a hook. We need 15, so it's only 3 more emeralds away. We'll keep that because that might save us from actually having to find a hook for an actual hook. You'll know what I'm on about. You'll get me. We'll get rid of that furnace. That's important to clear out your inventory. It just keeps it nice and organised. Got 1 topaz there. And we still haven't got our merchant yet, which is surprising. I did think would have found one by now. Should have moved in. Let's kill this guy. Nice. Alright, so I'm going to wait until it's daytime because it's awful for YouTubers at night. because people at home cannot see, and I can fight everything on the surface, so you don't need to worry about that. We're not going to find anything exclusive during the night, so I'm going to jump cut in the forward. The jump cut forward. My speech is amazing today. So it is day once more, and we have a beautiful slime waiting outside for us to murder! Yes, I did think we'd killed it in one hit. That was not as eventful as I thought. Yeah, it is nighttime, technically, but it's daytime, technically, as well. It's just a little bit lighter. Thank God, eh? Thank God. Alright, so let's check the map real quick. Let's press M. See, we did kind of venture a little... No, we've not really ventured either side, really, have we? We've ventured more down than anything. So let's try to left first, and if we find the corruption, we'll stick around there, and we'll start working on preparations, and I'll talk you through that. But if we don't find it left, we'll go right, and we'll see if we can find it there. It's a simple system. I'm just checking either way. Okay. Now, I did want to talk about what I've just shot there, but here there was a day bloom. Now, day blooms are used in potions. Day blooms are like a standard ingredient into like I think it's like 4 or 5 potions. Don't quote me on that, but it is more than one. And so it's worth picking them up whenever you find them. They do drop seeds as well, so you can make your own at home using pots and such. So this is a we'll tell you what, we're going to grab this cactus because this is a sand biome. Some biomes have cactus, they have temples, they have vultures, they have Antillians? I never can pronounce it. They also have water leaf. Water leaf is another one of them ingredients that are used in potions. I just can't remember which one they used it. I imagine breathing underwater is probably what they use for. I'm not sure. I know day bloom are used for iron skin, and it's also used for regeneration, so it's always good to have more than one. Okay, we'll kill that vulture. That vulture's nothing to us. Not with our gold bow. There we go, we'll kill them. Pick up the slime as well, because slime can be used for torches, but it can also be used for other things. So it's nice to have a nice little collection of it. We'll come up here. Let's jump up. Oh no, we'll just go over. So we're not finding much this side. Although we are finding pretty nice world generation. I actually really like our world. Have we got any wood for some platforms? Yeah, we do. Nice one. Okay, we'll build across here. Platforms are nice because you can walk across them, but you can also like use them to go downwards, and it makes the world look a little bit nicer than actually building with blocks. I should have really started with that, but platforms are just one of them really good things anyway. We've got some more day blooms on the surface, that's pretty nice. Let's kill these blue slimes. So if you look on the map, that's how far we've come. So we're making good time, we're making good time. I don't want this whole episode to be traversing the world, but for those of you who have never played Terraria before, it must be pretty interesting. Okay, so here's a little fun fact. This is a jungle. Right, as you can see as we're coming into it. And so if you have a jungle on one side of the world, it means that there's not a dungeon past here. It means that the dungeon's on the other side of the world. It also pretty much means that our corruption's on the other side of the world. So that's something we're going to have to think about in a minute. This is living wood, if you mine it properly. But yeah, that's a nice little tree. I think one day we might have to build a tree house there. It's quite nice. I'll kill this jungle bat. Now, I do like to check out the jungle early game. I do like to check it out, but it's quite challenging. It's probably one of the most challenging biomes in the early starts of Terraria. So if you're gonna ever traverse the jungle, the best tip is to go slow. But it's been worth our while if we don't die now, because we've just found a heart container. See, it's always good to check out these little things. You never really find heart containers though on the surface. This is probably like the closest to the surface I've seen. Okay, let's use. See, jungle slimes look nice and friendly. They look like green slimes, but they're really not. What do we get in this chest then? We got a wooden boomerang. Wooden boomerang's not as good as an ice boomerang, so we don't really need it. We'll take this rope, even though we've got an abundance. We'll take this shuriken, because we've already got a few. We'll take the healing potions, they're always nice. And 16 silver, we'll take it. We shall take it. Okay, and we got some tungsten on the surface here as well, that's pretty nice. We'll get this tungsten, and we're also going to pick up this iron, because it's nice to have iron ore, because you actually use the iron ore in regeneration and iron skin potions. And we'll talk a little bit more about that. We may as well get some sand from the sand biome as well. I believe we've already got a few bits of it. We've got 10 blocks. That's good, because we're going to need them for glass bottles and such. I may as well take this chest with us, because it saves us crafting. Well, we'll put that in the bin though, because we don't really need it. Not worth picking up. Alright, so these are piranhas. Piranhas are deadly. They swim in the water. They're more likely to spawn in the jungle than anywhere else. And they can have a chance of dropping a hook. Now, a hook is used for a grappling hook. But it's very unlikely that you'll find one from piranhas. They have quite a high drop rate. Like, there's quite a low drop rate, sorry. And that was a heart crystal. So if we take this, let's have a look at... Before I do this, because I feel like I should explain. See here, we have 100 health. Well, if I take this, we have 120. That means that we can heal up to 120. So it's not bad. Not bad. We've got another little chest here. I don't know if you can see it. It's pretty dark. We've got some climbing claws, which we've already got, and ours has 4 defense, so we can take these to sell. We'll loot all this because we don't want to drown underwater. But I think out of that we got some grenades, yeah. We're gonna get another chest out of it. So that was a pretty good find. That's a pretty good find. I'm pretty happy with that. We'll take it with us. So there we go. We can add that to our ever-growing house. Now I don't know if I want to delve deep into the world just yet in the jungle, because the jungle is, like I said, quite challenging. But I feel like we're gonna have to touch on it a little bit, because why not? Why not, eh? I usually find with jungle terrain that it has one clear route down to the underground, like it always pretty much does. Whereas in like the normal underground, you have to kind of mine your way down at some points. This place usually has like a clear path, so if we were to go down there, we'd probably find the underground. But we're not gonna. We're gonna go back to our house and we're gonna try the other side for the corruption. So I'm gonna jump cut ahead because I don't want to spend the entire 20 minutes mapping through the world. But I'll rejoin you guys in a second. Yo, Jake, what's wrong? What's wrong? Is it the new guy? It's the new guy, isn't it? Well, I'll go have a word for him. So, everybody, meet Barney. Barney the merchant. So we have a merchant now. A merchant will buy all of our stuff from us. He will also sell us a few items, so we can buy a piggy bank, which is pretty good. It's like a portable chest. We've got a bug net. I don't really want to buy one of them yet. We've got a mining helmet, which provides light when worn. But we're not going to be using any of these yet because we don't really have the funds for them just yet. We're going to sell these climbing claws. That gives us 1 gold. It's pretty nice. We're going to sell... What else are we going to sell? We could probably sell something that we don't need. We don't really need 1 topaz. Sell that. Other than that, is there anything we want to sell? Not particularly. We know we have some stuff that sells quite high, but we don't really want to sell it just yet. So thank you, Barney, for that. May as well melt that ore while we're here as well, just to make sure we're on top of that. Is that our iron? We've got 29 iron, and we've got 2 iron ore left over for the potions. What else have we got? We've got some tungsten. Only a little bit of it there. That puts us up to 10. We could make an emerald staff, and it would be pretty good, but we're not going to be using our mana just yet. It's best to craft that mana crystal right now, and we'll use that. And as you can see, we've got 2 mana stars now. Also got a bit more gold, like we said. That takes us up to 9 gold again. Yeah, I'm gonna leave that as it is. We don't really need to do anything with that. We are gonna craft as well. If we come down to here, we're gonna use our cactus or something. Cactus can be used for a variety of things, but one of the things it can be used for is very, very, very weak armor. And we like very, very weak armor. And so we're gonna make some. And there you go. We look a little bit different now. We look kind of cactusy. I quite like the look of this armor, and that's one of the main reasons I crafted it, because it doesn't actually give you much benefits. Well, it doesn't really give you many benefits, but it does make you look pretty cool. And in a game like Terraria, that's what it's all about. That's the deep philosophical meaning behind Terraria. Oh, what are we going to find here? Oh, I don't know. It's getting nighttime now. I feel like it's going to be behind the jungle. Yeah, it is. Yeah. Wow. Look at that. We're at the dungeon. So this is... Once we've beaten the boss and we've got the right armor, this is where we're going to be fighting Skeletron. I'll introduce you to him right now. Here he is. Or is he the clothier? Oh, he's got a dresser there. Oh, that's pretty interesting. So I might take that with us. Yeah, I'll take that. Can't really talk to him right now. He doesn't really want to talk to us, apparently. We'll break these pots. Now, I always like to check bookcases in the dungeon because sometimes there is a water bolt, sometimes there's not. So it's always best to check. Just right-click on these. Nope. We're now going to take these books, though, because they can make your house look pretty nice. Build a block here. I'll take these with us. Okay, so after a long series of traversing, we have finally found what we are calling the corruption, because we have found an Eater of Worlds. Well, an Eater of Souls. And he is a common enemy from the corruption. So here we are. Now, some things to look out for in the corruption. 1. these things. They're basically just forms and they hang around the world. But when you don't notice them, they will catch you off guard, and they do damage gradually over time. Like, you'll bump into one, you'll be like, oh, I'm fine. And then you'll bump into another, and you'll be like, oh, I'm fine. And then you're dead. Because that's what they do to you. So we're going to pick up this ebon wood, and the reason why we're doing that, it's not because we're going to be building out of it, because we don't really need any purple-themed houses. But we do need some more wooden platforms, and so we're going to be using these for them. I've just seen a torch, not a torch, a chest in the bottom left. You always go pick that up. But maybe not now. I don't feel like we should do it now. Let's make these platforms anyway. And we're going to be using these to build over some of these big gaping holes in the world. I'm trying not to use jester arrows because I don't want to waste them. We need them for the boss. So if we can blast through these wooden ones, it's cool with me. There we go. And we got our first pickup, a rotten chunk. Now we're going to need rotten chunks for this because we're going to need them for crafting an item that spawns the boss. And you'll see that in a minute. You'll see it in the next episode at least. And we're also going to need some vile mushrooms. Now vile mushrooms grow on the ground, but in some worlds they very rarely grow. And so we're going to have to factor that in if that's the case. Because if you get a world where they've not grown, then you're going to have to create your own. Ooh. Need to get out of this hole as fast as possible. Trust me on that. No. Oh god, I'm nervous now. I'm nervous. Ah, why'd I do that? Oh wow, but at least we found 2 art crystals. Wow. Huh. Didn't bounce. That's unfortunate. But that's about it for episode 2. I'm going to wrap it up there. In the next episode, we're going to be crafting all the items that we're going to need for the boss. And trust me guys, the Eater World is being taken down next episode. Don't you even worry about that. It is going down. And so look forward to that. Thank you all for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this episode and the first episode. And yeah, thank you all for watching. My name is James. Make sure to tune in next Thursday for the 3rd part. Thank you all for watching. Peace.